Welcome to Centennial Hall, room 2101. This is a rundown of how the audio-video technology works in here. Up here at our teacher station, we have our touch panel, and right now it's on the startup page, and there's a button on there that says press here to begin. And when I press that, it's going to give me the different options for the projector mode. Do I want to boot up with just the left or just the right projector? Do I want to use both projectors or neither? For this video, we'll go ahead and hit use both projectors. That turns on both the projectors in the room and brings down both of the screens in the front. That process of booting up takes just over a minute. While that's happening, we get a please wait while we're starting up screen. We'll know everything's ready to go once that screen goes away and we get to our main screen. But while we're waiting, we can talk about the light settings, and they're on the right-hand side. We have 5 presets, lights all on, 2 lecture settings, one with the whiteboard lights and one without, a theater setting that'll dim all the lights, and a lights all off setting. The lights can be accessed in a few different places throughout the room. On the touch panel, there's also a controller over here on the wall that has 5 buttons. Those 5 buttons correspond with the 5 presets we just talked about. And then there's also a master on and off switch by the entrance to both doors there. Another thing that we can do here in the room is use the wireless microphone. On the top of the wireless microphone, there's an on and off switch. If I flip it on, then anything I do on the wireless microphone, it's going to be heard over the system, so I can amplify my voice throughout the room. And if the level needs to be changed, if I need to turn it up or turn it down, I can come to the touch panel, and you'll see now we are at our main page. And in the bottom right here, there's a button labeled Audio Control. When I press that, I get a few options. On the left-hand side here is our wireless microphone. I can turn it up, turn it down, or mute it. And when I have it set to the level I want to use, I hit the back button to get back to my main screen. When I'm all done with the wireless microphone, this is just a reminder to make sure and go back to the top and click that button off. The battery will completely drain even if you're not using it if it gets left on, so please turn it off when you're finished. Okay, now we can talk about the main screen here on our touch panel. The first thing you're going to notice is at the very top we have 2 tabs, a left projector tab and a right projector tab. Right now the left projector is highlighted, so anything I choose on my source select here is what's going to be sent to the screen on the left-hand side. If I want to change what's being shown on the right side, I hit the right projector tab, and then I choose my source from the right projector. Right now, as you'll see, PC is selected on the right projector and on the left projector. So then if we look at both screens, and I get the computer out of its screensaver mode here, if we look at both screens in the front of the room, it's showing the PC on both the left and the right projector. A quick note on the PC is that you'll have to log into it, and you're going to be asked to log out of it at the end of class. Your username is going to be the first part of your UWL email address, so your UWL username. And then the password is going to be your UWL net ID. So that's how you'll log into the computer when you get in here. The next thing we can talk about is the next source on our source select row here. We have 2 laptop sources. One is labeled laptop, and that's for the VGA connection, and the other one is our digital laptop, or our HDMI connection. All the cables you need to make those connections are here in the cable cubby. There's also a power supply down in there, so you don't have to rely on your battery. You can plug your laptop right in. I'll go ahead and connect my laptop to do a quick demonstration here. I'm going to use the VGA cable, so I'll pull it right out of the cable cubby there, and I'll plug it into the side of my computer. Then I'll take the audio cable, and I'm going to plug that into the headphone jack on my laptop. And then I'm all set, ready to go, so I can come over to the touch panel, and I'm going to press the button labeled laptop. And then my laptop should show up on the left projector in front of the class. Now, if your laptop doesn't come up right away, one of the things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to check the mode on your laptop and make sure you have the external projector connected. And you can either do that in your control panel, or you can hold down the function key and hit the F8 key. That's going to bring up a little menu here, and you're going to want to make sure that you choose the duplicate mode so that whatever you're showing on your computer is also going to show up in the front of the class. The next thing on our source select is our Blu-ray player. The Blu-ray's right in the middle there. If I hit that Blu-ray button, I'm going to get the controls for the Blu-ray. On the left, we have our play and our stop. On the right, we have our navigation controls and our menu buttons. We also have a button that says full screen video. When I press that, I get a nice little preview screen there so I can see what I'm doing on the Blu-ray. I can hit back to get back to our main screen. And then I'll note that the Blu-ray is down here on the right-hand side of the teacher station, just underneath the countertop. You can use the front panel to control it as well. And I'll also make a quick note that you don't have to have a Blu-ray disc to play in the Blu-ray player. It'll play your regular DVDs or your CDs as well. This is a good time to mention the volume button. The volume knob is located right here at the bottom of the touch panel. Turn it to the left to turn it down and to the right to turn it up. And right now on our left projector we have Blu-ray selected, and on our right projector we still have the PC selected. So what we would hear over the speakers would be our Blu-ray. And the reason for that is there's only one source that's going to be heard through the speakers, and that's going to be whatever source was most recently selected on your source select. So since PC was selected right at the beginning of the video and Blu-ray was selected more recently, we would hear the Blu-ray over the speakers. The next thing that we'll discuss here is the document camera. It's on the right-hand side of the teacher station. The power button is in the back portion of the document camera. You can turn it on using the power button. Once that green light becomes a solid green instead of a blinking green, we'll know it's ready to go. I can zoom in and zoom out using the wheel at the top here. There's a manual focus and an auto focus. In case we are doing something active, we could switch that over to manual focus. And then I can come over to the touch panel, and this time I'm going to choose the right projector, and I'm going to hit the document camera. And it's going to take just a minute for the document camera to show up, and then we would have the laptop on the left and the document camera on the right. The last thing on our source select row is going to be our auxiliary button. When I hit that auxiliary button, I'm going to have two separate choices in there, whether I want to use the S video or the composite video. Those connections are right in our cable cubby. The audio is the same for either one, so you'll use those audio jacks. The composite video is here and the S video is there. And those would be if you had any special device that you wanted to bring in, like a video camera or your iPod or something like that, you could connect your device to that and then show it on the screens. On the left-hand side of our touch panel here, I'll just quickly explain how the left projector mute and unmute and the right projector mute and unmute work. If I hit the left projector mute, it's not only going to mute the video out of the projector or send a black screen without powering down the projector, but it's also going to bring the screen up for us. And the reason that that's important is because if you look over here at the screen, now this screen is up and the projector is off, but we still have our PC up on the right-hand projector, and so I can write on the whiteboard and do whatever I need to do and still be showing something on the right-hand projector. And then when I'm all done, I can come back and I can hit the left projector unmute button. That's going to put the projector image back up and bring the screen back down so that we're ready to go back into our normal mode again. Of course, the right projector mute and unmute is going to do the same thing, only with the screen on the right-hand side of the room. The last button here is our button labeled Help. When I press that button, the names and phone numbers of a couple members of our Academic Technology Services team show up. Those are the phone numbers that you'll use if you ever have a problem during class or if you ever need any assistance at all. Give one of those numbers a call and somebody will be there to assist you as soon as possible. I'll go ahead and click OK to get back to my main screen. And then I'm going to note that in the bottom right we have a System Off button. The System Off is going to ask me if I'm sure I want to power down. When I hit that power down button, both projectors are going to be powered off, which is very important, so we save the life of the projector bulbs, and both screens are going to go back up. So I'm just going to mention one more time that if you ever have any questions or concerns, please contact Academic Technology Services, and we'd be happy to help in any way we can. Thank you.